stop. And when I reach the top, I'ma scream thunder rock. They say a nigga hot, they say I won't stop. And when I reach the top, I'ma scream thunder rock. They say a nigga hot, they say I won't stop. And when I reach the top, I'ma scream thunder rock. African dashiki, Uncle around my neck, got his ISIS tatted on my belly, all about respect. I do it for the cause, I live for my queens, all my niggas kings, captain of my team. Life is just a dream, life ain't what it seems. You just a player in the game if you don't own the league. Hop on the magic carpet, fly with me to a whole new world that they call Elm Street. Stay away from haters, stay away from buses, because in Never Land ain't no room for these suckers. Stay away from haters, stay away from buses, because in Never Land ain't no room for these suckers. They say a nigga hot, they say I won't stop. And when I reach the top, I'ma scream thunder rock. They say a nigga hot, they say I won't stop. And when I reach the top, I'ma scream thunder rock. They say a nigga hot, they say I won't stop. And when I reach the top, I'ma scream thunder rock. They say a nigga hot, they say I won't stop. And when I reach the top, I'ma scream thunder rock.
Oh my dear Mr. Williams. Information is power. If you don't have the information, one cannot seize power. You need to think about becoming mentally competitive. Being black does not free you from being a responsible individual.
Riverside, the turf, we in another zone. So futuristic, welcome to the Thunderdome. Posted in the hood, the homie got the chrome. And if you niggas tripping, silver bullets getting blown. Chicken with real killers that'll kill you at your home. And if you niggas tripping, your body hitting the flow. Fuck the police is the code that I live by. Kill a pig, cook the swine, fuck the cop, I hope they die. Black man in America, I'm not supposed to shine. Living in this white man's world is a waste of time.
Black man in America, I'm not supposed to shine. Living in this white man's world is a waste of time.
They say a nigga hot, they say I won't stop. And when I reach the top, I'ma scream thunder rock. They say a nigga hot, they say I won't stop. And when I reach the top, I'ma scream thunder rock. They say a nigga hot, they say I won't stop. And when I reach the top, I'ma scream thunder rock. They say a nigga hot, they say I won't stop. And when I reach the top, I'ma scream thunder rock. Thunder rock, thunder rock, thunder rock.
All aboard! It's time to hop aboard my spaceship, because you are now tuned into What is the Matrix TV. So today, we have a crazy cool show for y'all. We're going to talk about COVID-19, the coronavirus, Bill Gates, the pedophiles on Epstein Island again. We're going to talk about business. We're going to talk about the medical cannabis. We're going to talk about how we can grow together on the podcast and make a lot of money together, not only in the black community, but worldwide. We're also going to talk about Brother P's and Q's. We have a guest called Berg the General from Riverside, California. We have a big guest. Can I get an applause, please? We're going to celebrate Black excellence with Beyonce. Black is king. Can I get another applause, please? Because we know how us black folks like to hate on each other on everything that we do. And so we're going to build. So what's going on, Wednesday? How you been?
I've been good. How you been?
I've been great. So tell the world again about yourself, where they can find you, and what you feel is going on with the Matrix.
I feel everything is going on with the Matrix. One thing, the Beyonce Black is King, I think that's beautiful, bringing awareness to the culture, the African culture, some of the things, like he mentioned, that black people hate on each other the most, and so they say it's like devilish. And really, it is, where we come from. Black magic is black magic, black girl magic. And so she's basically showing the black girl magic, and she brought it to Disney.
Amazing.
And so that was beautiful.
Yes.
As far as me, I've just been working on a personal venture that I have going on, the clothing line. I'm looking to get things trademarked. So I'll keep that on the hush until everything is signed, sealed, and delivered. What else? I also had a controversial conversation about the Dwayne Wade and his son. And a lot of people have their opinions, but I want to touch on the support in the black community. Some people think that Dwayne Wade is supporting his son because we have lived so long where the black men weren't properly supported with their choices. And sometimes they venture off into different things and turn their backs on their families. And we can judge Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade for all that we know, but how do we not know that they're actually just trying to be supportive parents? And so that's something that I was thinking about. But walk like a duck, talk like a duck, but act like a duck. But the reason why people can say that
she already said he liked booty festivities.
no, but the reason why
Get
is
some applause, some
improper.
sound effects.
It's
Let's
no
talk some
proper.
crazy stuff.
It's like
We into it.
the proper support. Even that, maybe they have been something might have happened to them people. You know, oh well, still something might have happened to them people. And sometimes in the community we push people off because we don't understand it.
I get it.
You know,
I get it. So
hate. Is that the topic of tonight?
no,
Oh my goodness.
here we go. So this is great. This is great.
Is it
This is
hate?
great. Keep going.
Is it
Keep
hate?
going because
Oh,
I
sorry.
know we
Okay,
gonna get it
sorry.
too. Wait,
Okay,
wait,
so that's just what's been on my mind lately.
So wait,
that's
so-
me living in the
so-
Matrix.
so wait.
Sorry, I'm rapping.
so Wednesday,
Wednesday the messenger. I'm Wednesday the messenger.
Adam's family. So basically, I have to agree, and then I have to look at my world because I guess they would say we disagree on those points, but I believe what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have kids yet.
It's a different point of view.
You know,
Yeah.
and I could understand that as a parent who would want to support your child in any way. I get that. But before Brother Jay Scott gets to going, I understand that. But before I pass the mic to Brother Jay Scott,
I'll keep my shit short.
no, it's just
I'm
that
just
us
out here
as black men
I'm
are
just out
under
here on some
attack.
Black
Can I
Dynamite
get some
right now.
gunshots? Can I get some gunshots? You know what I'm
Somebody
saying?
died.
So, and it's reality, you know.
Oh.
You know, and so basically, much love to all young brothers. Actually,
And
he's not a
sisters.
king yet.
Young
So
brothers and
basically, as
sisters
a
growing
as a father, when my cousins would gangbang, I wanted to be like some of the homies and gangbang and stuff. My dad be like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about men and our elders as our fathers and grandfathers and uncles who are older than us, teaching us real knowledge. So we're gonna go on that subject, and I love it. But Jay Scott, what's going on with you,
I
brother?
just told you, man, I'm out here like Black Dynamite, man, trying to make a difference in the community. You know what I'm saying? I don't promote pimping and hustling, but I hang around them. And I like to do some of the shit they do.
So
My
what?
eyes woke.
So this
Don't
week,
quote me on that though. I'm just
what-
talking shit.
what's been good with you this week,
This
man?
week?
Since the last episode, the world, your life, the matrix that you're living in. Tell us,
Outside the
God.
Coronavirus.
Okay.
I'm
good.
eating good.
Right, we
Let's get it up. Let's get it up right there. So tell us, you know.
No COVID.
Got a lot of resin in it, smoking good.
So what you feel about COVID-19? It says COVID-19, and it's a Caucasian standing right there. So I love it when they get to talking and get mad at the system that they created.
I don't give a fuck about the COVID.
Right.
Well, it says it's a false flag operation.
Oh shit, I'm out here.
I was
in Vegas.
reading.
It's
It was
possible.
illegal for us to read, Murdoch.
I'm
Come
going to
on, brother.
TGI Friday when it open up.
So what do you feel?
They are.
So read it to us, Wednesday.
It says COVID-19 is a false flag operation to usher in the New World Order. They are foregoing death certificates to inflate the figures. Do your research. Say no to martial law, mandatory vaccinations, one world currency, and a cashless society. Say no.
So now, has anybody here experienced going to a store and they say no cash or
Yes.
anything or
Oh
coins?
yeah.
Yes,
So it's happening.
it's
Oh, yeah,
happening.
It's
happening
here.
now.
Well, it's a
It's-
social experiment. See, that's the thing is that they're giving out all
Bill
these
Gates picture.
the unemployment is like something that I feel like they have the stimulus,
They
but
crashing
then
it.
but the unemployment is they're tracking people's spending with those cards.
Ooh.
And they're tracking people spending with the stimulus checks, but those were so small where once you do a deposit or once you cash it can't be tracked. But giving these lump sum numbers, these loans, all this stuff that they're doing, and they're transferring these funds into people's accounts, they're tracking their spending habits, and that's something that I don't think that society is really paying attention to is that
why
that's where it's
all the
starting
big
at.
corporations are open
Yeah,
because they want you to go there. You know
but
what I'm
there's a
saying?
method to the madness.
Everybody that's funding the deep state is open. 7-Eleven is open. All the gas stations.
Well, those places never stop being open.
You know what I'm saying?
They stayed open.
And they already
Gas,
do have the CNI
Walmart.
some kind of symbolism right there in the face, hidden in plain sight. So all those spots gonna remain open. If it was really, really so severe, everybody be running around with a hazmat suit on. You couldn't even touch nobody.
That's what I felt, Jay.
It would be like boy in a plastic bubble situation.
Right.
Thank
You know
you,
what I'm saying? Bubble wrap everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
brother.
Just basically, you know what I'm saying? Walking condom. You're a walking condom. You know
Talk
what I'm
about
saying?
it.
It's some people.
There
don't
you
even
go.
like condoms.
There you go. Right there.
That.
Hell Gates himself.
Because that's what
Those
I thought,
kids
brother.
are scary.
I honestly thought that when they said, "Oh, the coronavirus is gonna be motherfuckers
Zombies?
walking around zombies, skin peeling off like Michael Jackson Thriller," you know, I was like, "Oh,"
Man, they
and
shut
I'm
down.
like, "Man,
They eliminating small business.
Michael Jackson
small
and the
businesses are
Asians, they
actually
used to
booming.
walk around with masks all the time in Disneyland."
But if you like
The old world
in my
is small
car kid
businesses.
situation, I'm a barber, so you shut me down. Especially putting all kind of stipulations on me, like I make money hand to hand, and I do other stuff behind the chair that they scared of. You can't even document some of the things I do. I pay my taxes and I do what I'm supposed to do. But being a young entrepreneur and an independent contractor, I'm gonna do way more than I can and way more than I should if my brain is operating right on that same day. But they shutting down everybody who think like that and everybody who get their money like.
So Jay, when did you start saying, "Hey man, I want to be a barber"?
Well,
Or when did you get the idea that, "Hey man, I want to work for myself, be an independent contractor, so you
I'm
can
like-
teach
like-
the world"?
Third generation, so
That's cool.
Mm.
I kind of ran from it for a little bit, but anytime I wanted to get some money, I could hop in it. But then one day I'm just like, I'm gonna apply myself and see how far I could go. And then now I'm starting to bubble up.
So let's
Corona came and just shut shit down like a nasty magic trick.
let's go to a next slide real quick with Epstein and Trump and the lockdown on, and let's try to put it all together. Now let's talk about this then, because this is really for me because of all the Hollywood show of America, because it's the new world, baby.
Hey, one thing
You
about
know what
that,
I'm saying?
why they ain't show a girl in no handcuffs yet? They only showing sketches and
Because we are living in a giant Disney world, a Disneyland with creators, script writers who created like Mickey Mouse or God or said, "This is the fairy tale of this." So Disneyland gives you different fairy tales, right? Different magical stories, you know.
They own everything.
But they gave us a grand scale of what today they would call God, other countries Allah, Buddha. But when you go to the underground, people who haven't been influenced by society, they have a whole different aspect of reality than those.
None of that.
Well, I give this perfect example when I went to Africa. When they release an animal to the wild, the majority of the time, the other animals kill it. Why? It's because the animals are intelligent. And when they're around captivity, around people who don't look like us, those other people do things to them and teach them things that they can go in the wild and influence the other ones. And they're intelligent. You remember the saying is, if we could do it all over again, us indigenous people say, would you have let them on your shore? Would you have given them corn and food when they were freezing to death?
Hell no.
Will we do it again? Will we have let them go to Egypt?
Hell no.
If we could do it again, I ask the world today, before we go into Big Berg's commercial in a few seconds.
We have a caller.
We have a caller. We have a caller.
Like, I have a caller.
But there's so many topics we always get into every week. But we have a special caller.
It was a caller.
So what is the Matrix TV? Co-host Wednesday Hard and Brother Jay Scott. Caller, what's up? What's up? What's your name and where you from? How you doing?
Peace. This is Lamont Macon.
Oh, peace and love. RBG in the building. Man, how you been, King? Let us know what's going on in your Matrix this week. And let us know about the show. You got to come to California and be a live guest.
Oh, definitely. That's my first time tuning in. I'm one of the people that stay in Facebook jail a lot, so I only jump on there and do my rhetoric, and then I jump off social media. Currently, right? Oh, and definitely, I love the setup of the show. I like the setup of the show.
Thank you.
The way you got it situated, it not only is it interesting, it looks interesting.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we work hard just like you. You know, I honestly follow you on Facebook for real. And when the COVID and Corona-19, I can say this because you posted it live. You were building in the woods and forests. I was like, who is this brother building actual buildings? And it gave me confidence of when I saw the pyramids, when I saw other structures throughout different places I've traveled outside of America. It gave me confidence on how great I am and what me and my brothers can do. So tell us about yourself. Tell the world.
Right now, I'm currently in Philly. Right now, I'm in the worst part of Philly, on Kensington Avenue. Real zombies out here. Needles are legal. It's legal to shoot dope in the street, crossing the street, buy dope. Everything is legal. It's martial law, and the police are not coming if something happens. So you on your own. I'm down here.
Y'all need Batman.
Yeah.
Sound effects, man. Talk to us, brother. What's going on, Philadelphia? We out here in California. They call it Killer Cali.
Right.
But my dad's from Louisiana. My dad always
In
said this.
Philadelphia?
You ain't seen no ghettos unless you've been to the East Coast. So talk about it.
Indeed. I'm here because a sister named Monica Wright that runs a community program, a black woman, a strong sister. She's been living here. She was born and raised here. She has a program down here. And as you know, when this pandemic started, any existing programs are going to get super turned up, just like how all the other programs are going. Right now, you see people getting stimulus checks, and they're doing, whatever they want to do with it. Schools are closing, so people tend to forget that. What about these programs like Feed the Kids? So she's still doing that, but she has a task now because she doesn't have any workers. So I was called in to come down and help out with that, and it's been an amazing experience. Like I said, I'm in basically in the belly. I'm in the belly. I've heard about areas where if you call the police, they're not coming you on your own, and it's actually going down right here. The flip side of that is that we're operating out of a store. We're still feeding the community. His sister has positions for anyone in the local area, or
so. What are your goals right now, Brother Lamont?
To help out,
Brother Lamont. What are your goals right now in Philadelphia, and what are your solutions for brothers out here on the West Coast who haven't experienced what you're talking about? And before we get off the phone, please go further on when you say it's martial law, the police aren't helping, and basically how it's black folks, and then eventually humans have to come together. Talk about it.
Oh, well, like I say, I'm down here helping out. It's not a big thing to me because I'm an adventurous person. As far as the West Coast thing, yeah, man, that's a topic that I'm working on that simultaneously because I'm from the Valley. I'm from the 818, from San Fernando Valley. What we're trying to do in California is we're trying to galvanize all the brothers who have a CDC number. All the brothers who's been in YA, juvenile hall, street brothers, hood brothers, anybody that calls themselves, of that nature of being a street dude and all that. We trying to galvanize all those people together in order to have like a rally, kind of like a pep rally, because no one's speaking on the issues that's important. And one of the most important issues is that we are on our own right now, and I don't think a lot of people realize that. It's a big transition going on right now. I can tell you from Philly, they are cleaning up the money off the streets. You go into certain stores, you can't use a debit card. The reason why is because they're cleaning the streets with money. They're getting cash off the streets. You have homeless people and transients walking around here with thousands of dollars in their pocket because everybody got the little money down here.
Well,
And they
Wednesday,
think they're wiping money away.
so Wednesday, our co-host was talking about that. So vibe, you guys vibe. So what do you both feel? I know. I say robots.
That go to what she's saying and go to how I'm feeling it. Like,
So
you know what I'm
talk.
saying?
Talk to Lamont.
Most if you don't get yours, I can't get mine. So that's gonna make me do some other things and apply myself to something else.
The savages.
Okay.
Savage.
So brother Lamont,
Right.
tell him to call in next week.
Any advice?
And tell him to wrap it up.
Any advice I would give anyone right now that can hear me speak? If you're able to collect cash money, hurry up and collect it, but transfer that some type of way onto your cash, whatever it is, and don't take my word for it. I don't know what's going on. I would say if you're dealing with an amount of money that you care about, I would say maybe keep 50% in cash and 50% on some type of debit card, or because we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, money gonna be real
and cryptocurrency.
And the dollar has no gold standard backing it, so it's gonna fall once everybody get used to it. When America know the dollar gonna fall, we're gonna start trying to punk everybody with the military. So
hey, let me tell you this.
So what do you feel about these black celebrities promoting certain ideas instead of what you're talking about? Because we're about to go into Kobe Bryant, Nipsey Hussle, Dr. Dre, and Nick Cannon. What do you feel about Hollywood and the black celebrities? You got 10 seconds, brother.
I feel we need to ask ourselves, why does the news promote what's going on in celebrities' lives? And it's for an entertaining purpose. Celebrities have no business speaking on social issues because they don't live that life. Right. And it seems like we too slow to realize that they don't live the same life that we live. It doesn't make them a bad person, doesn't make them different, but we live totally different lives.
Right.
All right, brother. We love you, Lamont, for calling every week, and we can't wait to have you live, brother.
Good
Much
night.
love to all my brothers in Philly.
Thank you, East Coast.
Fly like an eagle, Horace. For real. You are a hero. All right, so we're going into a video right now with Big Berg, the General, Riverside, California. A lot of knowledge, a businessman, and a big story. Let's go. Berg the General. What is the Matrix TV? Let's get it.
Feel like it's 96. I'm just trying to gas you up. You need a bite of this. I'm just trying to gas you up. See this, that fire shit. I'm just trying to gas you up. I just feel like it's the one. It's the one. And I can't pass it up. Feel like it's 96. I'm just trying to gas you up. You need a bite of this. I'm just trying to gas you up. See this, that fire shit. I'm just trying to gas you up. I just feel like it's the one. It's the one. And I can't pass it up. The king of edibles let us know that they done it right. And all it takes is a little bark and a ton of bite to taste the medication they baking without a cut of swine. For all our patients pulling up without a cup of wine, it only take a couple lines. Kill a whole bottle, you may be out for a couple nights. Gummy yo swallow, you may forget it was stuff inside. Got hit up with the giggles now, fucking right. Now I'm slurring up the cereal, pouring up a little, but with moderation. Feel the effects, ain't even take a lot of patience. Andre Arnaz get sideways, playing while I'm sideways off mans. That's why I'm lane changing. But fuck it, I ain't never felt great. I got me feeling in zone like an NFL player. Yeah, and it's all because of 96. Gassed up, but to get yourself a bite. Feel like it's 96. I'm just trying to gas you up. You need a bite of this. I'm just trying to gas you up. See this, that fire shit. I'm just trying to gas you up. I just feel like it's the one. It's the one. And I can't pass it up. Feel like it's 96. I'm just trying to gas you up. You need a bite of this. I'm just trying to gas you up. See this, that fire shit. I'm just trying to gas you up. I just feel like it's the one. It's the one. And I can't pass it up. Look, I told Crispy I need me some more crispy shit. Like I got him for 10, but I hit you for 450. I'm like, for sure, really? That's more than a double up. Silly, flip that, get 2 more and keep a buck with me. I fuck with him, they killing the job. Serial spitter, hit a nigga with cereal bars. Never mistaken for the okie doke. Watermelon flavor if you tryna taste the rope-a-dope. Smoking on some potent, so I feel it in the air like pollen and allergenics. I'm floating without the clearance, went over all of the limits. Man, I'm higher than a motherfucker. I must admit it, I'm sweating, I feel it dripping, injecting all I was given. Damn, 2,500 milligrams. Looking at the room spinning, man, I'm feeling like a ceiling fan. Still in the game, everybody wins. We're fucking with 96, got everybody banned. Feel like it's this, that fire shit, I'm just trying to gas you up. I just feel like it's the one, and I can't pass it up. Feel like it's 96, I'm just trying to gas you up. You need a bite of this, I'm just trying to gas you up. See, that's that fire shit, I'm just trying to gas you up. I just feel like it's the one, and I can't pass it up. Feel like it's 96, I'm just trying to gas you up. You need a bite of this, I'm just trying to gas you up. See, that's that fire shit, I'm just trying to gas you up. I just feel like it's the one, and I can't pass it up. Feel like it's 96, I'm just trying to gas you up. You need a bite of this, I'm just trying to gas you up. See, that's that fire shit, I'm just trying to gas you up. I just feel like it's the one, and I can't pass it up. I'm just trying to gas you up. What? I'm just trying to gas you up. Yeah. I'm just trying to gas you up. I just feel like it's the one, and I can't pass it up. What? I'm just trying to gas you up. Yeah. I'm just trying to gas you up. I'm just trying to gas you up. I just feel like it's the one, and I can't pass it up.
Welcome back to What is the Matrix TV? Positivity and love. As always, we talk about business and upliftment and how we can each give solutions to each other. Too many times, us as black folks, Moors, indigenous people, ancient Egyptians, whatever name you want to call us, and even if you want to call yourself a Hebrew Israelite. But as long as you're about the positivity of building black culture, I'm rocking with you right now, okay? So basically, on this show and podcast, eventually movies and everything, we're gonna give solutions. So I'm gonna give you a solution for young brothers in the hip hop game, medical cannabis business, who want to learn how to build your structure up. I'm gonna introduce you to a brother. I know his real name, but we're gonna call him Berg the General. How you doing, King? Man, good to see you here, buddy.
Absolutely. Good to be here, man. Thank you.
Always. So how's your week going in the Matrix?
Oh, man, it's good. I'm hot in the motherfucker right now. I'm eating these edibles.
I can't wait. Not yet. Yeah, we share. We promote businesses around here.
Right.
So when did you get into, before we get into your music and everything, when did you get into the medical cannabis business?
Man, I've been smoking weed since I was in like 7th, 8th grade, some shit like that. You know what I mean? And then
X-Files.
You know, that was a long ass time ago. That was in the 90s. That was in the motherfucking 90s. But from there, I just, I've always partaken. And then, from, once I got older, I realized the revenue that was included from it. You know what I mean? So I got involved into that. And it just kind of progressed from there. Everybody I know, pretty much for the most part, has something to do with cannabis.
Right.
The evolution of the cannabis.
So, people who you around, you know what I mean? Birds of a feather.
Right. So when did that apply to your music? Like, when did you say to yourself, like, hey, man, I want to do this music thing? Was it always in you? And I see you have music pertaining to medical cannabis, fun, positivity. Go further on what influenced you as a kid to now.
Man, with music, well, first off, I've always talked shit, right? I got a smart mouth, right? My girl love and hate it. It's both, you know what I mean? But from that, nigga, that was the wrong sound effect.
Right, thank you. Thank you. My brother's vibing with me, man. She's vibing with me. Because I'm going to take some real shit to y'all. Watching it, I'm going to watch
They
you.
go ahead, they support, they sponsor 96 edibles. These them high. This is the mango flavor. Now look, he just went off of that motherfucker. He's bombing a bitch. I'm about to be in the corner. So it's going hand in hand, you know what I mean? So, I mean, my music has gotten my sponsors, of course. I, made their anthem for them. I made a few songs just for the cannabis community, you know what I mean? And the love is always reciprocated, you feel me? So, I do a lot of shows at cannabis events. And like I said, I've been smoking weed since 7th, 8th grade. I start writing music in 7th, 8th grade.
There we go.
So it's kind of progressed together.
So now the progression. because I know you to an extent. You know, we all have to learn to. They say even if you marry someone, you still
I
learn.
know.
So from our friendship and brotherhood, then to business, can you explain how you came through a growth and if you want to talk about it, what life-changing situation that you had to go through that you came and went through, and then you just started the business?
All right, so there's been a lot of things niggas have come and went through. I think
Right.
what you
Let's get
referring
it
to is my
personal.
prison time.
Yeah.
Which is
Okay.
perfectly fine.
Well, I didn't want to
Okay.
talk about it. I didn't want to
Okay.
talk about it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
So before
I
that,
need the sound
and no sound effect
Man.
that time.
And we're looking for new engineers. We're looking for interns
Right.
and
Come
all
in.
those.
All that
people.
sound, everything.
So we're always on our
Sound
P's
engineering
and
all that.
Q's in
Come
life.
join. Come join and
You
build.
know, because we you know.
You want some of these edibles, bro?
See, it might
He
give
don't
them
need
in
none.
tune.
Your zone.
That's right.
They don't need none.
Man. So business going through prison, man. Tell us for a quick second what was that like? And then ask Jay. Jay's I know.
Well, before I went to prison, of course, it was obviously I was doing a whole lot of shit. That's why I went to prison. I was involved
Right.
in a lot of different shit. You know what I'm saying? So going to prison gave me time to educate myself. You know what I mean? In order to take the hustle that I learned in the street, you know what I mean? Take the ability to flip, to take nothing and turn it into something. And then I was.
We all are born smart.
All are born.
But
We're born
to
gods.
really sit down and then, like, you know, turn it into business plans and, you know, really educate myself on the energy that, you know,
Energy.
That's what it takes.
that
Energy.
I'm
Oh, we gotta play
interacting
that
with,
video.
that I may be conflicting with, or that may be enforcing me, or whatever the case. Just understanding myself, what drives me and what hinders me. You know what I'm saying? And then feeding upon those things. You know what I'm saying? Trying to limit the things that hinder me and strive for things that I thrive with. You know what I mean? Whether it's people, whether it's whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? It's just keeping that positive energy around me, because I learned in prison, you run in packs, but even in the midst of those packs, there's structure and there's conflict, right? In the midst of every pack that you run in, there's DPs, there's all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you have to know how to act within your pack, but also how to thrive within your pack.
So when you get outside now, do you feel that it's imperative for Black people to come together business-wise?
Absolutely. It's absolutely imperative for collaborations to happen, because without collaboration, you're limited to your own network, right? So, I mean, look, it's gone just that quick.
Thank you. But we need more sound effects. Thank you. That's what we need. We need it to be more live, because this is real.
But
West Coast, California, Riverside, Inland Empire.
artists
Right.
Businesses collaborate, artists collaborate, right? And when artists collaborate, they touch each other's fan bases, right?
Right.
So you're now
Expanding the
appealing to a
network.
new demographic that you may not have appealed to before, which is the same thing when you collaborate with businesses. Whatever your services may bring to my business will also expand my business, what I could offer to my clients. Whatever my services can bring to your business will also allow you to do the same thing.
It allows you to do more business.
Network expansion.
This is brilliant.
Network expansion.
Talk about it,
Network
man.
expansion. Well, the thing that I want to know, so if you can give advice, let's say the top 3 things of people transitioning from illegal cannabis business to the legal cannabis business. What 3 things that you can give a person to get them on the right track in order to start opening up their illegal business in the cannabis community? Legally.
Paperwork. There we go. The game.
Paperwork, but be more specific.
In all honesty, because you have to have your licenses. I mean,
How much are licensing?
Talk
What
about
would be the a budget? What would be a budget? What would be a average budget? What would be the average budget? What would be the average budget?
Just
three little things.
Okay.
First
Something
off,
quick.
I would say if you involved in illegal cannabis activities and you've gotten caught up in these activities, you now have to find somebody else to do that paperwork for.
Okay, so you can't do it if you've been arrested, if you have any tickets,
that's
misdemeanors, felonies, any previous arrests.
That's illegal
we have
possession
attorneys,
for
and
sale.
some attorneys will rob your ass.
Okay.
So again, you got to remember that your past is always going to follow you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
you have to have a clean record.
You got to have.
Okay, so number 2. Number 2.
You got to get your licenses first and foremost. You have to get your licensing because listen, everybody, because it's legal, motherfuckers just want to smoke and motherfuckers just want to sell. Right? Like I'm not gonna get in trouble. I only got an ounce on me, and I'm only gonna sell a couple apes. Right? But you already got these apes already packed up. So now you have possession for sales, even though that shit is legal, bro.
Sprinkle me, man.
You know what I'm
Sprinkle
saying?
me, man.
So what? So what would you say? Don't have it packaged or what?
I'm saying if you're gonna do it illegally, then I mean.
But we're supposed to be focused on the transition.
Exactly,
so how do they transition?
That's not what you want to do. So the point is to get your paperwork so you can run around with the pound.
So we're gonna put
and not have to worry about it.
Right, and then what's number 3? Number 3.
Well,
just real quick.
Number 3, be humble, reinvest.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because motherfuckers get their first lump sum.
Okay.
And then they business goes
okay.
Tyson
right.
When
okay.
we talk about business.
Paperwork.
Okay. Paperwork.
We
paperwork.
talked about the Illuminati.
Thank you.
I want to see your paperwork before you get in the game too.
Okay.
Now, how much money do you think? Not only do those
right. Make sure you ain't the wrong person trying to get in.
When it trickles down to then everybody in their corner. It's really business, right?
Right. Yes. This is about to cultivate so many black dollars y'all don't even understand.
What they getting paid right now,
for everybody
bro?
else.
This is man. For
everybody else. For everybody else.
This is entertainment purposes only.
And
we have our own network.
That's why
Isn't that right, Murdoch? The goal is to have our own NBC.
This money.
Wednesday, did you know that? The goal of this network is to have our own so-called NBC, ABC, MTV, those examples, not going through their channels, but we know we have to do a lot of certain things, but it starts off with, you know what I'm saying? So the goal is for anyone to come on this channel and here, if you like the green screen, if you like the production, you feel you can
if you like the co-host.
Yeah, beautiful co-host, great guest. You know, everybody. You can create any show, commercials, videos, all that.
For a small fee.
Yeah, you got to break bread.
Break bread.
You know, it's called currency.
Keep it current.
So Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna get knocked out?
I don't know. Mike Tyson, he might.
I think that Mike Tyson got it. I think it's gonna be Mike Tyson.
I like Mike Tyson with the toes, with all the knowledge. I wish I had a magic mushroom. Put on Beyonce for me, because it's all gonna make sense real soon. Because Black is King. Oh, you will see.
Okay.
Oh yes, Lord, have mercy.
Beautiful.
And there's different lords and gods, and they'll say that it's bad. They'll say that it's evil. But most so-called black people and indigenous people have not traveled outside of America. Now, before we even get to the so-called humans of, let's say, Beyonce, put it back for me, please, so I could talk and talk before we end. You know what I'm saying? And there's another one that I have. There's another one. Put on another one. The same one, though. So Hathor, basically. You know,
okay.
And then it could be So we speak a different language that they stole our style and gave us a hello, how are you doing? So let me talk about it. So the fact that Beyonce depicted her, can you read it for me, Wednesday, please?
The fact that Beyonce depicted herself as an African deity and was called demonic by black people shows just how brainwashed we are. And this is what I was saying earlier. It was just sad that, you know, people don't even know the heritage where they come from.
Talk about it real quick.
You know, it's basically the Christian faith. So basically people who are, you know, followers of the Christian faith believe that this type of stuff is demonic because we were stripped of our religion, which it wasn't religion. It was a way of living, a way of life. It's not religion is a form of control. This is a form of living. Where we didn't have to do some dookies.
Back to her so we can make it all make sense for those
Make it
people
make
who
sense.
don't
Wrap it
know.
up.
Because then we're gonna wrap it up.
Ooh.
We're gonna talk about all this because there's gonna be some things that happen in the month of August.
Well, they getting ready for Halloween.
Oh, well, that's adjacent.
Ooh.
So basically, a lot of people eat magic mushrooms. You hear the rappers talking about it all of a sudden. It's cool now, you know. I wonder what rapper started that from the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? So basically, the cow, you see, they teach the world that, oh, they worship these animals. No, it's a circle of life, baby. Everything is your friend. I am you are me. It's in a different form. So basically, when he showed Beyonce and Black is King on Disney, an actual mythology, it's amazing because all the little kids, regardless of their color, saw a beautiful Black woman, Black men, Black children in a positive light, doing dances that no other race can do.
Right.
Doing things, talking about stargate, talking about how we're the gods. She's reading books. She had a book that was talking about the Black God from the stars. I've been to Kemet. These different kind of places that we'll talk about soon. So when we talk about Hathor, we talk about fertility. That's life. That's a beautiful Black woman and all women who come from the indigenous being who we know of. So at the end of the day, it's about art and music. And Black is King, and it was going to, and I'm not supposed to drop names, but Brother Kanye, he says, and I shouldn't say it, but I'll end it. He said, because she's coming at him, he says, Kanye, you said Jesus is king. Beyonce said Black is king. You know, so Hova, you know, we'll talk about it. You got to come on the podcast soon. I won't say too much on that.
That nigga not coming on here.
You don't know.
He gonna come.
Who told you that?
He gonna come.
Who
He
told
gonna
you
come.
that? Who told you that? I'm in Harlem and 125th Street. Shout out my brothers in Brooklyn and Queens.
Nigga, that nigga ain't over
Facts. You know what I'm saying? And worldwide. So we had a great time tonight in What is the Matrix TV. We had an amazing, intelligent artist, businessman, and guest, entrepreneur. The general.
Right, come on, show what you got.
Yes, let us know where they can find
Oh, this is some pasta. Medicated. Oh, tahine.
Tahine.
Tahine. The tahine strip.
I ain't need no
Tahine
food.
strip?
You say
Yeah,
I
tahine.
thought it was Taji.
Well, I'll take the other stuff in the can.
Tahine.
But
You'll take
so
the stuff
let
in the
us know where they can
the
find
can.
you real quick.
I feel
And
like it
let's
is.
see.
I feel like I'm still right. What?
Let us know where they can find you.
Oh, everywhere. You can find me on YouTube. I mean, Instagram. I mean, shit. You could probably find me on my
Right.
TikTok, man, they got Bird the General.
So did you have fun? You're gonna come back and visit us on What is the Matrix TV?
Yeah, it depends if I'm sober enough to drive over this way. We'll see.
Can I have an edible?
6
I
o'clock
haven't
in the
had
afternoon.
one in a while.
Uh-huh.
Wednesday.
Hey, delicious.
Hey,
What
eat
is it?
Tajin.
They're
Tajin.
good.
Eat
Tahine.
Eat some of them Tajin drinks.
Can I go to the Xbox? But I might wait. Well, okay.
You gotta eat it short.
It's happening.
So, what is the Matrix TV?
What is the
Jay
Matrix
Scott.
TV? Wednesday on a Wednesday.
And shouts to Big Murdoch. And P's and Q's in the building as well. RJ, I see you, King. Big Brown. And Big Mac. Shouts to my brother RBG Lamont calling in. We love you. We inspire you and you inspire us. Shouts to Philly. Peace and love. What is the Matrix
Peace and
TV?
love.
See you next Wednesday.
See, I wake up in the morning, brush my teeth and set my strategy. And dress it up. Yeah. Yeah, iron out my strategy. Fly paper player, sticking to the strategy. Strategy. See, I wake up in the morning, brush my teeth and set my strategy. Dress it up. Yeah, iron out my strategy. Fly paper player, sticking to the strategy. 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 Oh, I'm getting paper now. Damn. I think these niggas mad at me. Oh, I got some haters now. Damn. They should've had a strategy. Sticking to the script like they contracted me. Talking with my hands like I'm a referee. It's a wonder why they double check with me. Still no answer cause there ain't nobody testing me. Niggas Sherman soft be acting tough with me. From a distance they don't never get in touch with me. That's some sucker beef, just some fuckery. Far from a virgin but still can't nobody fuck with me. Cause I go off when I go up, no pole vault, then I show up and I show off. Break a dough down at the dough lock, had to fro, now I'm trying to grow locks, let them get as long as my salary. That's been the mission, I'm just sticking to the strategy. See, I wake up in the morning, brush my teeth and set my strategy. And dress it up. Yeah, iron out my strategy. Fly paper player, sticking to the strategy. Strategy. See, I wake up in the morning, brush my teeth and set my strategy. And dress it up. Yeah, iron out my strategy. Fly paper player, sticking to the strategy. 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 They say the persistent people are the ones who succeed when everyone fails. But feeling the plan is planning to fail. I'm planning a plan for the planet impaired. And sticking to it like a cannon and bill. The planet was built when a galaxy started and then it grew into what you was used to. It was part of a strategy. Honest, cause them boys too clean. How they come up out the mud? Fly then a set of wings. Only way to move is up. Half full, half full. Only way I view the cup. The hate true, that's cool. But I ain't never give a fuck. Get a strategy and move. Stick to it like glue. Slow motion beats no motion. Keep doing what you do. But it ain't all about the win. You gotta learn how to lose. Let it motivate your next step. That's how a champion is grown. So you gotta take it in stride. When striving for greatness, you great in the stride. And swing for the fence. If you pitching, I'm hitting and running at home. If it's over your eyes, yeah, that's a victory and not a mystery. Is how I got over the battery. Perfect plan that stops a bad performance. You should know I always had a strategy. See, I wake up in the morning, brush my teeth and set my strategy. And dress it up. Yeah, iron out my strategy. Fly paper player, sticking to the strategy. Strategy. See, I wake up in the morning, brush my teeth and set my strategy. And dress it up. Yeah, iron out my strategy. Fly paper player, sticking to the strategy. 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 Strategy.
Give you a little minute. It was a pleasure.